Welcome back, terrestrials, to the Quarantine Movie Reviews. In today's episode, we're doing 1989's
That luscious tan, those ruby lips and hair color, so natural, only your Undertaker knows for sure.
this one. You know which one it is. It's this one.
I know what you're saying.
We were going to review the 86 one.
I accidentally said 86. My bad. Okay. So this was directed by Tim Burton. Its budget was $35 million. It made back an insane $411 million. It stars Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. That's all you really need to know. The plot is it's Batman. So moving on into the movie, Jerry, you got anything for us? First thoughts?
No, I mean,
Do you want to correct anything I said?
No, you're doing great, Jacob.
Okay.
I just want to let everybody know that, Jacob, you do a really great job. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, sir. No, I mean, every kid watched this movie when they were a kid. No. The Batman movie has just stuck with us. That classic, Batman imagery. Later in life, we turned into the Christopher Nolan Batman,
Yes.
of that being our Batman, but this still holds true. This style of, the 1980s Tim Burton Batman is classic. The image is classic. We all know what that image is. We pick Batman. It's Batman. Go see it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's, it is what it is. Jack Nicholson's a national treasure.
All right. Well, let's move into the characters then, I guess.
Yeah.
How did you feel about these characters?
Jack Nicholson's great. Let's just talk about Jack Nicholson. He's not going to be... last week we went crazy on Patrick Swayze, like a bunch of Dirty Dancing girls and stuff, but this week it'll be Jack Nicholson takes the award for just performance. I can't tell what is what. Is Jack Nicholson just really good at playing the Joker, or is the Joker such a compelling actor that if you throw a good actor in there, it takes the best out of him? It just shows his acting range.
Well, I think Jared Leto is the exception to that rule, so that will prove it.
Hey, you can't, I mean, if this was a baseball game, he'd still be hitting 600. So
That's because he got the role as Joker.
Yeah.
Not because... And let me just say real quick, Jared Leto's a good actor. I hated his version of the Joker.
Yeah.
So that's my point, is Jack Nicholson's a good actor and a good Joker. Heath Ledger, good actor, good Joker. Jared Leto, good actor, not a good Joker. So
yeah.
That's my point is, Jack Nicholson did a great Joker because he...
Should he be blamed, though, or should the direction be blamed?
Jack Nicholson's Joker looks absolutely stupid without makeup. That stupid cut thing on his face, that looked ridiculous. But yes,
good.
he did a good job as Joker.
Yeah.
He was dark, ominous, his laugh was good.
Try to laugh on command where he's doing his laugh.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. I think of all the laughs, his is the most predominant. The most. I think Joaquin Phoenix comes close, but I think Jack Nicholson takes that laugh to the best. Heath Ledger does a good job, but Heath Ledger makes a different style of Joker.
I think Jared Leto's laugh wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was definitely that of a psychotic person. So, but yeah, okay, let's move on to Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yes.
All those millions of dollars and you couldn't have come up with a mask that allowed you to move your fucking neck?
Yeah. I will say, though, he doesn't sound like, Bale. He's not doing this. The people of this city. Michael Keaton, he has to have that, kind of like Kermit the Frog turn and stuff. But he can deliver the lines apparently I was reading somewhere also there was no ear holes. So when people are acting to him and stuff, if he's looking plainly at you, it's because you can't hear anything you're saying. They,
Interesting.
Yeah, they were just running and gunning with the idea of this Batman costume.
Well, my whole thing was like this Batman costume. Obviously, it was the first one for the movies. Like it's that and he used his cape as part of his like intimidation. He always walked around like doing this thing. But
when he like Dracula.
Yeah, yeah. It was very Dracula-esque.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. It's iconic. Like his outfit is iconic.
Yeah.
And you know, outside of Bale's Batman's, it's probably the best Batman. Like the Batman with what's his name, Affleck.
Yeah. Affleck. Yeah. No,
that was a travesty.
Okay, now obviously Michael Keaton didn't play just Batman, he also played Bruce Wayne. What do you think of his Bruce Wayne?
Okay, so that I actually had written down somewhere. Michael Keaton makes a great Bruce Wayne, not a great Batman. I don't buy Michael Keaton as Batman. I do buy him as a millionaire, entrepreneur, philanthropist, anal rapist, whatever that fucking thing is.
I'm a full-on rapist, you know?
Full-on
rapist, yeah.
Philanthropist?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It gets blocked up in my mouth. I don't say it no good.
But yeah, I didn't buy him as a Batman. He doesn't seem the type that could fight, and you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's all film direction and stuff. I mean, I thought he did okay as Batman. His Bruce Wayne is different.
Yeah.
Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne is, look at me, I'm a playboy, I'm super awesome.
Yeah.
His is depressed. If you notice, he doesn't talk very much.
Well, I also thought that, like, okay, so Christian Bale played a Batman as, like, kind of leave me alone, and he was, like, blood hungry for revenge. Mm-hmm. And that is the direct correlation for Michael Keaton's Batman. Mm. And I didn't see revenge. I didn't see that anger, that ferocity that you do with Christian Bale's.
Yeah.
So, although I did like him as Bruce Wayne... It's still, it just, I don't know. That
I always took it as this Batman has more of a huge depression due to his parents, whereas Bale has determination.
Right.
I'm going to fight crime because my parents were killed. I'm going to rid this city of the bad guys. Whereas I see Michael Keaton's Batman as depressed until he puts that suit on, and then he has determination. Whereas this one, I mean, he has great lines as, you know, Bruce Wayne. I will. Can you pass the salt? And then he gets up off the table and passes the salt. And she's like, "Do you eat much in this room?" And he's like, "I don't think I've ever been in this room." He also has that one great line that this Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne never says, "I'm rich," like Ben Affleck does in that Justice League. What's your superpower? I'm super rich, or whatever he says. Yeah. But I like his Bruce Wayne, his Batman improvements, side characters. Vicky Vale, the love interest that
Hubba.
Yeah, Kim Basinger was very attractive. I haven't seen her in a while.
She does. I'm saying was for a reason.
It's Batman. It's fucking Batman. That's what I wrote down for the synopsis of the movie. It's fucking Batman. You don't need any explanation than that, man. They both have their unique styles. What can we say about the Tim Burton effect on this movie?
I love his Gotham.
Yes,
it's very. It's almost it's a mixture of gothic and steampunk. It almost seems like. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's just you know, the architecture, and it looks like 80s New York in some scenes, and then in some scenes it's very dramatic and overdone. The buildings look impossibly tall.
Yeah.
I loved Tim Burton's Gotham.
Yes.
Especially as the movies go on, it seems he gets a little bit more Tim Burton-y with the scenery. I don't really. Christopher Nolan just shot in New York, I think.
Toronto.
Whatever. It was supposed to be New York.
Mm-hmm.
Or Gotham. Which is based on New York. But I didn't see anything that was out of this world, like, changed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
I definitely, like, Tim Burton, he does one thing that I love, and I wish people would do more on the Batman character. It looks 80s. It has 80s things, you know, because it was filmed in the 80s, but it still has, like, the 1930s idea. There's a guy that shoots a Tommy gun. They have fedoras. A newspaper is important. Yeah, I know nowadays a newspaper is not that important, but...
I mean, they were still important.
In the 80s, yeah, but, like, it takes Batman out of our time. Batman and Superman are not people who live in the now like Iron Man. They are characters. Metropolis and Gotham, they are influences by our cities here in the United States and in our world, but it's not supposed to be our world. You know, there's supposed to be differences.
Okay.
And that's where I take Gotham. That's why shooting Gotham City as Toronto looks weird instead of what Tim Burton did, creating Gotham.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely took a base city and then just added to it to make it more of a not known location.
Large buildings, like that church at the end.
Yeah.
Everything feels very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Dark
Absolutely.
always. Even in day shots, it's like overcast and dark. Gotham should never be seen during the day.
Yeah.
You should never watch Batman fight Bane in the middle of the afternoon.
Look, those movies were great. So, except for Batman Begins.
Yeah, they get a pass, I guess.
A pass? Well, we're going to differ on that.
Heath Ledger's Joker is amazing. We're not talking about. I'll spend all afternoon sitting there going, "Well, I had problems with it."
Right,
like
maybe
some
you
old
can
man.
answer this question for me. Why the fuck did Joker commit suicide?
He had a heavy gargoyle. It was all part of the joke, I guess. I don't know. I guess they needed like a clear victory, and you know, until then,
he was getting away.
Yeah,
and he just let go.
I guess that thing was heavy. I have no clue. They kind of backed themselves in a corner with a lot of these. Like, how do you end? You know, like how do you end a Batman movie? Well, do this. You know, just kind of like throw an idea out there. You know, locking him up in Arkham Asylum seems more plausible than you know. The Joker dying.
Or just getting away.
Yeah.
Just either one of those options were better than him falling to his fucking death.
Yeah, but then it would have looked like, I guess, the Joker won in the end run. You know?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so just lock him up.
We're used to the Batman idea in like a comic sense where the Joker gets away or he goes to Arkham so he can keep writing comic books. This is a movie, so the Joker must die.
Right.
The Penguin must die. You know, Two-Face, I think, died. You know, there's always a death in a Batman movie, even though Batman doesn't kill people, kind of deal. So, the music.
Yeah. Danny Elfman.
Yeah, but in your brain, can you hear that theme song right now?
No.
Da-na-na-na. No?
No.
I love the music in this. From the Prince soundtrack to the Danny Elfman. I find that musical swells and scores in an action movie like this, like, really lift it up. And when you hear that Batman music playing and he's riding in on the Batmobile or in the Batwing, it just makes it better.
Yeah, it hypes you up.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, like the Batman music and the Christopher Nolan one is the same thing. It's that music that lifts us up, you know. So, Genial, yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
Prince, yeah, it was a great Prince song. Love that Prince
good.
song. You got anything? I want to wait for this one.
No, I've got literally nothing else.
What I liked about this is we don't know how Batman gets those wonderful toys.
That's true.
In the Christopher Nolan one, we see all of like the process.
The tech company.
You know, the tech company. Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
the mystery of, you know, we don't know where, though. We don't know where Batman gets these wonderful toys or anything like that, and I like that. You know, you don't need to know. It makes them mysterious, you know. I giggled in Batman Begins where Alfred tells Batman, you know, we got to order the mask from China. It's just like, really, dude? Yeah. But that's my own personal preference. I mean, I'm not the hugest Batman fan, but you don't watch a Batman movie for Batman, you watch it for the villain. That's why the villain changes in every Batman movie, but Batman kind of stays the same, you know, just a dark character, you know. So,
all right. Well, how many stars?
I gave it 3 down the middle.
Yeah. After we started talking about this, I'm gonna give it 1 star.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this fucking movie.
It's good.
I think I used to like it because it was very nostalgic. Like when I was watching it, I was like, "Ha, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking like this movie. I'd rather watch the Christopher Nolan ones.
Yeah.
I think Batman and Robin is kind of like my Batman because that's the one that I saw the most. And of course the cartoon series. But this first original Batman, I just didn't do anything.
What
for
about
me.
the second one, Batman Returns? What do you think of, because they're by the same guy and stuff, you put those two together?
Well, that's what I was mentioning about Gotham. Like, they got more Tim Burton.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I really enjoyed was the city and how ridiculous it became. Like, it wasn't, you know, like, yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze and the Riddler and the Penguin, like those characters were so over the top.
Yeah.
Like the Joker in this one was very spot on. These people took liberties with these characters and did ridiculous things. Even though the Bane sucked, Poison Ivy was hot, but like, I don't know, those later Batmans were my Batmans.
Yeah.
And then the Christopher Nolan ones are, except for the first one, masterpieces.
Yeah.
As far as these movies are concerned. But yeah, this one just 1 star. Fuck it.
No. Okay. Yeah, I'm going 3 down the middle.
That's fair.
When I watched it, you know, because I watched it as a kid, am I liking it or am I remembering nostalgia?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what, yeah.
I had to take a hard look at this and go, because I had 2 stars written down, and I was like, am I just giving it an extra star because I miss being a kid?
Yeah.
Like, probably. This movie is not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I like Michael Keaton, but this movie ain't great. So, yeah, 1 star.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, sometimes they're hit and a miss here in quarantine movie reviews. So, I know, I broke my pen. I've been fucking with it the whole time and stuff. Yeah. Watch it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know.
That's fucking Batman.
Yeah.
All right, is it your turn or mine?
Mine. You pick a Batman.
Did I?
Yes.
Fucking shit.
though. I got Point Break last time.
Yeah, hopefully you get something else good.
I churned it up. I am not going to dig. I'm just going to...
Oh, he's got a movie planted. Though.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. Fuck you. Okay, fine. I don't want people being like, oh, those plant motherfuckers and stuff. I knew this whole thing was
There's just
shill.
a movie like stuck right here on
Yeah.
the inner edge.
No. Oh.
If it's Showgirls, I'm not playing.
Oh. Hills Have Eyes, the remake.
Finally, a
Horror movie.
And a decent one, too. Oh, okay. Well,
You know.
it's 100 times better than Batman.
It's
You didn't
a
like
horror
that?
movie.
You don't like that remake?
Remake.
Okay, you gotta tell me. You cannot tell me that that remake is not better than the original.
And to finish this argument, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Because that's... Bye!